Good day, everyone. My name is Bhimsen. I will be presenting on the topic sustainability in Sun Pharma, carbon risk and social impact. This presentation critically examines how Sun Pharmaceutical Industry Limited, one of the world's leading genetic and especially pharmaceutical companies, integrate sustainability principles onto their operations. Specifically, I will be focusing on two key areas: carbon dioxide literally and risk management, culture diversity, and social impact. And the next slide is all about the introduction of Sun Pharma and sustainability. Sun Pharma, headquarters in Mumbai, in India's leading pharmaceutical company and one of the top genetic medicine manufacturing globally. Operation in every 100 countries, its skills bring both opportunities and responsibilities term of environmental impact, ethic governance, and community development. Some pharmaceutical industries. This pharmaceutical industry has been under increasing for the carbon emissions, waste journals, and assess inequalities. Hence, embedding sustainability is no longer option; it's a strategy. Scholars such as Chandra and Sansens argue that the pharma sector must relign its global and sustainable development principles to maintain long-term competitiveness. Now we're moving on the next slide, that is carbon literacy and risk concept and relevance. To begin, carbon literacy reference to the awareness and understanding is how originally activities contribute to carbon emissions and how these emissions pose risk of both of environmental and business operations. In the pharmaceutical sector, this includes the energy used in manufacturing, the logistic of drugs distribution, and the resources of intensity of chemical productions. According to ALI, climate risk can be divided into transaction risks such as regulatory change and market expansion, and physical risk, including flood and heat waves that may disturb supply chain. And for the company like Sun Pharma, understanding these risks is crucial for operation in investor confidence. And now moving on the fourth slide, that is Sun Pharma carbon dioxide strategies and performance. Sun Pharma has showed commendable programs in managing environmental impact through structured sustainability program. This company sustainability report details its focus on energy efficiency, renewable energy adoption, and responsible waste management. It has actively monitored Scope 1 and Scope 2 emissions, reflecting and committed to reduce operational carbon intensity. Sun Pharmaceutical Industry Limited, the Business Responsibility and Sustainability Report of 2024 further outlined climate such as cleaner fuel efficiency, unitary system, and waste construction measure across the manufacture site. Important Sun Pharma sustainability framework operations carbon management as a long-term business enable rather than just a comprehensive exercise. By the environmental responsibility such business performance, Sun Pharma exemplifies how sustainability can with the principle deep rooted on the triple bottom line to 1997. Now we're moving on the next slide, that is critical evaluation of Sun Pharma carbon risk management. While Sun Pharma has made impressive strides, these are areas where its approach to carbon risk can be enhanced. The company reports provided comprehensive data on operational emissions but limited information on scope 3 emissions, which includes upstream and downstream such chain activities. Give with the scope 3 can reported up to 70% of total emission in pharmaceutical. These omens cloud underestimated overall climate exposure. Moreover, DAS board and DAS 2025 highlights that many pharmaceutical companies still struggle to link sustainability performance directly to finance outcomes. And Sun Pharma is no exception. In summary, Sun Pharma demonstrates of the strong foundation in carbon management through governance and reporting structure. However, deep integration of carbon risk into strategic planning and extended value chain collaborations with the enable of fully align with the stakeholder expressions and triple bottom line philosophy. Now we're moving on the next slide, that is culture, diversity and social impact concept and theoretical framework. Moving on the social demands and sustainability, culture diversity and social impact relevant. How original respected differences promote including and contribution of social well-being. According to Freeman 1984, the stakeholder theory emphasizes that companies must serve interest of multiple groups. Not only stakeholder but also employees communicates and governs. Addressing these expectations build trust and strengthen legacy. The triple bottom line model by 1997 adds that long-term success depends equally on people, plant, and profit. Sun Pharma, this means link with the health care mission with the social quality and responsibility. As noted by Chandra and Sudhanshi, 2025, the pharmaceutical sector has a unique moral obligation because its core products effective human life and public health. Now we're moving on the next slide, that is Sun Pharma, CRS and social impact. Sun Pharma CSR strategy is structured around four pillars: healthcare, education, water and sustainability, and community development. Sun Pharmaceutical Industries throughout in such as mobile medical unit and rural health camp and company provides essential care to underprovided populations directly supporting SDG good health and well-being. In 2024, CRS reports highlights hundreds of beneficiaries reached through preventive care programs and partnerships with NGOs. Employees value schemes further embed community imaged into the corporate culture. These actions show that some pharma's social investment are aligned with the business identity as healthcare leader. They enhance trust and fulfill stakeholder expressions. Overall, CRS at some pharma demonstrates how social impact can be woven into the corporate strategy rather than treated as expected obedience. Now we're moving on the next slide, the diversity inclusions in the workplace. Essentially, Sun Pharma recognizes that diversity drives innovations and ethic decision making in business responsibility and sustainability report, identities, gender equality, workplace safety, and leader development as HR properties. The company provides diversity training, including requirements and across culture collaboration across its global operations. Academic evidence supports approaches. DAS Board DAS 2025 show that diverse term enhanced creative and stakeholder responsiveness. However, Sun Pharma includes strength transparency by publishing details, diversity metric by geographic and managerial level. Improved disclosure would demonstrate accountability and help track process towards equality global. Now we're moving on the next slide, that is critical evaluation and integration of themes. Both environmental and social sustainability reveals that some pharma adopts a holistic ESG approaches. The carbon reduction strength addressing the plant will CRS and diversity events focus on people aligned directly with the framework. Nevertheless, opportunity remains. While some pharma disclose quality outcomes, it provides limited quality evidence for long-term impact. Investors now expect measurable, audible CESG metric as assess risk and performance. To improve, Sun Pharma could adopt international structures such as Global Reporting Initiative (GRI) on the Task Force on Climate Related Finance Disclosure (TCFD) for consistent measurement and transparency, enhanced social impact evaluation, and stronger stakeholder disclose the emphasized by Fearman would consider it's possible as a sustainable leader. And now we move on the next slide, that is conclusion and recommendations. In conclusion, Sun Pharma demonstrates meaningful process in embedding sustainability across operations. Its environmental and social programs are well aligned with global expectations by the Sustainable Development Goals. Key takeaways. First, some pharma and carbon risk management show strong interest but would benefit from stakeholder scope, coverage, and science-based target. Second, its CSR and diversity pharma essentially evidence community health and inclusion through clear metric would enhance credibility and recommendations. Adopt valid science-based carbon target and link them corporate finance. Second one is development impact measure framework for CRS outcomes. Number three, public comprehensive diversity strategies of strength and transparency. By balancing people, plant, and profit, Sun Pharma can reinforce for the reputations of responsible global healthcare organizations, create sustainable value for both society and stakeholder. Now we move on the next slide, that is reference. Before closing, I would like to acknowledge that key academic and industry sources that supported this presentation. I have also revealed on the most recent Sun Pharma Sustainability and CRS reports 2023 and 2024 to ensure that my alliance related of the company latest data and innovations. All sources have been tried on Harvard format in line with the Cardiff Metropolitan University academic standard. Thank you so much.